This is Super Yacht News with E. Sisman.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. So, two crew members of a yacht had to be airlifted to safety after the vessel ran aground in Spain. The incident happened on the 9th of March at Molin-Lars Marina in Port Ginesta when the yacht was trying to enter the marina just a few meters away. High winds and rough seas were attributed to the incident. However, one report also said a bad trajectory of the yacht trying to enter the marina was also a factor. In this dramatic footage, you can see the search and rescue helicopter removing one of the crew from on board the vessel.
What the fuck, guys? This is crazy! Oh my god! Look at all the people! That boat is going down, man! Oh, not down, it's on the rocks!
Now, in the audio, a person asks why they can't simply disembark the vessel as they're right there against the rocks. Well, if we switch to this other video, you'll see why that is not possible. Now, jumping from the boat could be fatal, and entering the water would also be a last resort in this situation, as they could very easily be washed onto the rocks in that heavy swell. Now, you can see they have extended the passerelle, which was probably in an attempt to leave the vessel, but it would have been way too dangerous. Now, I've actually myself been on super yachts, big super yachts in port, and the swell has been so much that we've been unable to use the passerelle to disembark the vessel, and that's in a port. So this would have been a very dangerous situation. Now, as a result of the yacht running aground, a diesel leak has been reported. However, because of the weather, it's not been possible to put the usual protections in place, such as a spillage boom, etc. Now, we don't have a lot of information and little can be learned about the yacht right now, other than the name. As you can see, it's Motor Yacht Scandal, which is kind of ironic right now. It appears to be flying a red ensign, but we couldn't find any AIS data, nor was it registered on the IMO database. IMO registration rules probably wouldn't apply to this yacht as it's too small to require registration or the AIS. If you've got any further information on this vessel, please get in touch. All right, we have an update on the yacht fire at Baker's Bay in the Bahamas. The fire that happened at the weekend that we reported a breaking news video. You may have seen the breaking news video which we put out on Saturday. We reported two yacht fires that happened within 24 hours of each other, albeit in different countries. One was in Virginia Bay in the US, and the other was Motor Yacht Chanson in Baker's Bay in the Bahamas. Now, Motor Yacht Chanson was a 38-meter or 124-foot yacht that had been moored in a marina in the Bahamas for some time, as we've reported in the last video. As you can see from the photos and the video on screen, the yacht was completely destroyed. Now, in the video on Saturday, some also pointed out there was another boat on fire in the photos there. We believe the smaller boat here was a tender or a chase boat that was with Motor Yacht Chanson, probably tied off and to the stern of the vessel. Now, the firefighters were eventually able to extinguish the blaze. However, the vessel rolled over and sank later on, most likely due to the amount of water that was on board the vessel as a result of the firefighters trying to put out the fire. Now, we also reported on Saturday that a firefighter had fallen from the fire truck on the way to the incident and was in critical condition in hospital. Well, we have an update on the firefighter, who was a volunteer firefighter named Stephen Jenkin, and the sad news is that he died in hospital from his injuries sustained in that fall. And there were no reported injuries from the yacht, so a very sad ending to that story indeed. All right, we'll move on to our next story. We've got an update from Hawaii. The former naval vessel Chaparral has finally been removed from the beach in Maui. The vessel had run aground at the beginning of February, and the owner had walked away from his responsibilities to salvage the vessel, and as a result, because he had no insurance, it was left to the DLNR to deal with. They reported the salvage cost to be an eye-watering $840,000+ to salvage this vessel. Now, as you can see from the video and still photos sent in by Guy Lawrence, the final removal was almost complete when the photos were taken. Just the final bits were being removed. Guy has confirmed to us that the job is now complete, and he said the following: "I can confirm that all of the chaparral has been removed from where she ran aground. The final removal of the keel section went rather quickly, and I'm happy to say that the beach looks great again. The last photos in the set show the removal of the final bits and pieces off the beach. Aside from breaking a palm tree off at the base with an excavator, it seems the contract was carried out within the 2-week estimate without any issues." On that subject, we'd like to thank Mr. Lawrence for his contributions to this story. Along with various photos and videos, he also gave us information on the story, even talking to the salvage people on the ground there to get more information. So that was very much appreciated. Also like to thank Brett Tossell for the videos that he sent in from the same place. All right, we'll move on. We've got a yacht spot. We're heading over to the Maldives. In fact, we had some photos and videos sent in by one of our subscribers. In the photos, you can see motor yacht Wanderlust, built by SuperYachts, and is the sister ship to motor yacht Bold, which we've featured on the channel a number of times. Now, Wanderlust is a 85-meter or 278-foot super yacht built in 2022, and she has an impressive top speed of 23 knots. Can carry 12 guests in 8 cabins. She can be chartered for the US dollar price of $960 per week, or $1.1 million in high season. So there's lots of lust going on in Maldives right now. The next boat is Starlust, formerly Motor Yacht Soaring. Starlust was built by Abiking and Rasmussen in Germany and delivered in 2020 as Soaring, and as mentioned, was sold a year later. The 68-meter or 223-foot yacht is also available for charter at what seems like a bargain price of $700,000 per week compared to the previous one, of course. Another vessel that was in the Maldives is this US Navy frigate, as seen in the photos. It was actually broadcasting AIS, but with the details of US government vessel, as you can see, perhaps looking for a certain Russian-owned super yacht that flies a Russian flag and does not broadcast AIS, and often seen in the area. Talking about Nord, obviously. I'm sure that the naval vessel is not looking for Motor Yacht Nord. She had said to her parents that she was being held on board against her will. Please be sure to check out our Yacht Report podcast, which is live on YouTube, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, etc. In this episode, we answer the question, is there a super yacht blacklist? And also check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/eSysman. You'll find many videos not featured on YouTube, including our Atlantic vlog series and our patron chat series. A number of new patron chat videos have recently been uploaded, and behind the scenes footage from our trips to super yacht marines all over the world. New trip coming very soon. Now, if you've got any information on any of the stories or any other stories, please be sure to get in touch in the normal fashion. You can get us in the email address and the ticket. You can get us on the About page of the YouTube channel. You can get us on Instagram, on Facebook Messenger, on Twitter, and on Threema. Please be sure to like this video, very important for the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for future notifications. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye-bye.
All right, there's the stern. There's what's left of the pilot house, and the name board and the boarding ladder. Boat's listing hard to starboard right now.